All right, guys, we have some accurate polling information to have a look at here. So there's a website called Poilievre.com. The real Albanian Pat is the owner of this site. He's a really good pollster. You can go follow him over on X at the real Albanian Pat. He posts a lot of really good polling content. So this is based off of his site, his predictions, his polling model, and you're seeing that we're going to come back to reality now instead of that stupid Ecos poll that I reported on the other day. I know a lot of you guys were upset I shouldn't be giving them the time of day, and I understand what you're saying. I was just making that video because I thought it was really funny to just kind of roast Ecos, because that poll is obviously garbage. But back to reality, back to a real poll. We have the Conservatives at 250 seats at 47.2% of the vote. The Bloc at 43 seats, 27 for the Liberals, 22 for the NDP, and 1 for the Green, and 0 for the People's Party. So the Liberals at 21.2% of the vote, NDP at 17.1%, Bloc at 8%, Greens at 3%, PPC at just under 2%. So this is more like what we've been seeing, right? Now, a lot of people are still thinking, and I'm kind of thinking the same way, where once the Liberals do get a new leader and they start promoting that person like crazy all throughout mainstream media, they'll probably get up to 24, 25, but it's only going to be temporary, because as soon as the next Liberal Prime Minister gets in office, whether it's Mark Carney, Chrystia Freeland, or whoever, they're going to be exposed as frauds right away. Right away. I have a feeling, because what I was thinking that is that they were going to call a snap election as soon as they announced their new leader. That way, they wouldn't have time to be exposed. But it looks like they're going to try to prolong this thing, and the longer this goes, the worse it's going to get for them. I don't care who their leader is. They have no one else other than Justin Trudeau 2.0s. That's it. So it's Mark Carney, carbon tax Carney, carbon tax Chrystia. They say now that they're going to get rid of it. We all know that even if they do get rid of it, they're just going to rebrand it and put in a new tax. The Liberals hate when the middle class, or anyone for that matter, gets to keep their own money. We all know that. The NDP, they don't like people having powerful paychecks. They like taxes and overspending. That's literally the only thing the Liberals are good at, is overspending. Now, that being said, when the Conservatives come in here, they have a lot of financial things to fix. That's for sure. It's going to take some time, but at least they're going to come in here with a majority, and that's the important thing. If Pierre Poilievre only wins a minority, we're in big trouble, because now the other parties can kind of vote to not pass any of his things or any of his bills. Not to mention, I think that they would actually try to stop Pierre Poilievre from being prime minister. And if Pierre only wins a minority, it's possible for that to happen. So, I really, really hope that these numbers continue to rise. And again, you're going to see a little bit of a drop when Mark Carney, who I think it's going to be Mark Carney, once he's announced. But then he's going to just prove, hey guys, I'm just the same as Justin, just have a different face and a different name. That's the only difference between Mark Carney and Justin Trudeau. And Canadians are going to realize that, and they will drop down to probably about where they are now, 20-21% in the polls. But then when the election comes around, I promise you, the Liberals will likely hit under 20%. Conservatives will hit 50% or more. I can't imagine what would happen for Pierre to lose support, because let's be honest, the Conservatives, in my opinion, just like you've seen all across the world, are overperforming in polls. They just are. That's just the political landscape right now, and there's been a political realignment, right? The only people who like Liberals are people who are hardcore Liberals. Populists, centrists, libertarians, independents, who sometimes probably would vote Liberal, are all either not voting or they're voting for the Conservatives. Right? So you have conservatives, centrists, populists, libertarians, independents, all now voting Conservative. Everyone who's in the middle, they're not going back and forth, conservative or no, they're firmly on the conservative side, because they see what everyone else is seeing. That Canada is a broken country, it's a broken nation, it's a failed society, and we need things to change. And we need things to change now. So going down here, we look at the provincial breakdown, 39 seats for the Conservatives in British Columbia. I mean, that's just an absolute drubbing. In what once was a very NDP supportive province. Alberta 36, Prairies 24, Ontario 104 to 9 for the Liberals. I mean, they're just getting smoked in Ontario. Okay, if the Liberal Party gets smoked in Ontario, that's it. That's done. Because they're not going to win anything out west. They'll win a few in Atlantic Canada, but even then, they're getting killed out there too. Third place in Quebec. Usually they come in second. Canada's waking up to what the Liberal Party is really about, and it's great to see. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you agree with me that the Pierre Poilievre and the Conservatives are going to get well over 50% of the vote? Or do you disagree? Please don't be shy. Please also don't forget to like and subscribe, so it really helps grow the channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back shortly with a new video.